Hi, boys and girls. I know that we're not together, and I would love to be together, but you can still see me, and more importantly this morning, hear me. I want to talk to you about something very important and something you need to have, and I know that even without knowing what I was going to talk about, you brought them with you this morning. I want to talk to you about your ears. And I want to talk to you about how it is that you hear things with your ears. But if you just touch them or look at yours or somebody else's, there isn't any way you can really tell how hearing works. So I want you instead to look at a picture of an ear so we can see what's inside of it. And what happens when there's a sound like this is that sound, you can't see it, but it makes waves in the air that come toward your ear, and your ear is shaped this way so it can catch them, and then those sound waves go down the ear canal to the middle of the picture where there is an eardrum. And that drum wiggles a little when the sound waves hit it, and the wiggling of the eardrum makes three tiny little bones on the other side of it wiggle, the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup. And they touch that curled up thing next to it called the cochlea, which is really hollow and full of liquid and has all little hairs growing inside of it. And the water or liquid jiggles, and that jiggles the hairs, and the hairs send messages to nerve endings, and the nerve endings bring it to your brain, and you know what happened. And all of it goes that fast. From the time my hands hit each other to the time you hear it, which is not much, all of that has happened. That is how amazing and wonderful ears are. And another amazing thing about the ear is that it can even hear things, many things, at once. But hearing is not the only thing to think about this morning, because I want to go beyond hearing to listening. Hearing means, I clapped my hands. But listening means you've asked the question, why did he do that? What does it mean? What am I supposed to do about it? That takes it further into your brain. And when it comes to God's word, which you can hear in all kinds of ways, I'm going to be talking to you about it now. I will be preaching about it in a minute. You can hear it in a Sunday school lesson. You can hear it in a Bible reading. You can hear it in a discussion around your dinner table. It is important to remember that you're not supposed to just hear God's word, but listen to it and say, what does this mean? What is God trying to tell me? What is God expecting from me? What does God want me to do? And how should I begin doing it? When God tells us how to talk, then we need to talk that way. I mean, the kinds of things to say and the kinds of attitudes to have and the loving way we treat people or forgive people or help people or advise people or direct people. All of that comes from hearing God's word and asking him, what shall I do with it, Lord, and how shall I do that? That is, in a nutshell, what this sermon is all about today. And I want you to remember that as you listen with your ears, not just hearing what I say, but asking God what he expects you to do about it and how he wants you to live and be because you heard what he said. Remember that.